everywhere. People are waiting for me. He astonished his teachers by reciting the Bhagavad Gita at a tender age of 4. With his education in Vedic literature and physics and his deep and profound knowledge of the spiritual world, he became one of the most prominent sages of the modern world. All through his life, he has been reviving ancient knowledge and creating tools and techniques that have benefited millions across the globe in living a deeper and a more joyous life. In 1981, the Art of Living was established by Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. Nurtured by his care and contribution, the Art of Living has rapidly grown across 180 countries, reaching over 450 million people. One of Gurudev's most unique offerings to the world is the Sudarshan Kriya, a powerful breathing technique that facilitates physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. He has designed 57 exclusive courses that empower individuals and cater to the needs of a wide spectrum of institutions in the society. Back then, Gurudev started the Art of Living service projects by taking responsibility of reviving a sinking school which had no funds. Today, his intention has manifested in over 982 free schools, which provides education and food to more than 80,000 children in rural and tribal parts of India. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Art of Living Foundation pioneered the I Stand With Humanity initiative, providing more than 80 million meals to the daily wage earners in over 170 cities across India. The service initiative during the pandemic included the distribution of 6,000 tons of food to 5 million families. It helped set up 7 COVID care hospitals and provided with over 200,000 PPE kits. Trauma relief programs were also conducted for more than 1 million migrant laborers and COVID warriors to bring mental relief. To combat the fear, stress and anxiety during such times, Gurudev launched the World Meditates campaign and also personally conducted online guided meditations twice daily, touching the lives of millions by bringing solace and keeping the hope alive. The Russian-Ukraine war created a surge of unrest around the world. In such regions of war, the Art of Living and IIHB shouldered the responsibility of housing the refugees and giving them hope.
A lot of noise and bombs, and we were very scary. In here, Art of Living helped me to find some place to sleep.
My son is very happy now here.
People here are very kind. They love us. It's our new home. It's really
Within 1 hour, 300 students they ate and 300 students they got the beddings to sleep.
The Art of Living, they are providing such a good food and accommodation. I really thank from my core of heart.
They are treating us like their own child.
The magnitude of work included relief support in 9 countries, 32,617 meals being provided, 5,875 people were housed, 9,023 helpline calls were answered, 11,200 medical kits and 60,000 euros worth of medicines were distributed. 22,342 mental counseling sessions were conducted. 2,183 volunteers were on ground working tirelessly. Also, Gurudev himself visited Poland in 2022, instilling the message of peace and love.
I stand for peace. We all, right?
I stand for peace!
Let's all stand for peace.
From childhood, Gurudev had immense faith in the principle of non-violence. With escalating violence and conflict in the world, Gurudev has brought peace in situations where war seemed like the only solution. Thousands of militants and Naxalites laid down their weapons and chose meditation in the northeast and other parts of India.
এই সংগ্ৰামখনত আমি সফল হ'ব নোৱাৰিলোঁ। লাষ্টত গম পালোঁ যে হস্ত সংগ্ৰামৰ জৰিয়তে আমি
His efforts include bringing an end to a 52-year-old fierce conflict between the FARC and the Colombian government.
Ojalá podamos los colombianos abrazar pronto el principio gandiano de la no violencia. Coincidimos con el maestro Shankar.
Gurudev has visited Iraq several times and addressed peace conferences to bring respite to the nation and its citizens. He has hosted a series of trust-enhancing interventions in Jammu and Kashmir, providing all the stakeholders to voice their opinions in an effort to restore peace in the valley.
I was named Muhammad, but after becoming a militant, I was called Khalid. We had been taught to operate guns, arms and train other youths. But now, after doing the Art of Living course and meeting Sri Sri, we realized we had chosen the wrong path. We now want to spread love and non-violence in Kashmir.
Gurudev's programs have impacted people involved in armed conflicts across the world, making him a global ambassador of peace.
We gather today in this wonderful occasion of tolerance, blessed by our Master of Love.
Gurudev strongly believes that behind every culprit there is a victim crying for help. The Art of Living prison program is helping to rehabilitate the prisoners. It has reached out to over 800,000 prisoners globally and has brought immense transformation in their lives.
I used to actually look forward to fights. But now since doing this course, I'm a total different person. I can now walk away from a fight.
The Art of Living's Welcome Home Troops project has transformed lives and brought veterans out of aggression and depression. 94% of these veterans who were suffering from the unseen wounds of war reported peace of mind and reduced stress and anxiety levels. The Art of Living has also been working towards the betterment of the environment. 49 rivers and thousands of water bodies in India have been revived. Conducted more than 100,000 cleanliness drives. Planted over 81 million trees in 36 countries. More than 2.2 million farmers have been trained to adopt natural farming till date. Gurudev found the Sri Sri Rural Development Program Trust to empower rural India. Volunteers have developed thousands of model villages across India, providing solar energy to over 90,000 individuals under Light a Home project. Gurudev's vast global network of volunteers is well known for mobilizing trauma and disaster relief for the affected populations around the world. In a world torn apart by religious, social, national and cultural divides, Gurudev's vision is to see the whole world as one family. The World Culture Festival. The festival brought together over 3.75 million people from 155 countries with spectacular performances on a breathtaking 7-acre stage equivalent to 6 football fields by 36,602 dancers and musicians from around the globe, celebrating the diversity of all faiths and cultures. The Art of Living has hosted historic events leading to multiple Guinness World Records.
If you can have a mind of a scientist and a spiritual force of His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji gives, then we have a beautiful world and happy world and prosperous world.
And organizing a meeting no politician on earth could ever dream of.
The Art of Living Foundation. For 25 years it worked on programs promoting peace, combating violence and drug addiction, empowering our youth. It has an incredible following that cuts through all religions, cultures and backgrounds. A very, very difficult thing to do in today's world.
Gurudev has been conferred with numerous awards around the globe, including the highest civilian award of Colombia, Mongolia and Paraguay, the Padma Vibhushan, one of India's highest civilian award, and 23 honorary doctorates globally. His vision for the world is to see a smile on every face and create a stress-free and violence-free society.
The voice of peace, the voice of truth should be heard loud and clear.
Geeta Krishnan, sir.
Yes, good evening all and good morning to Gurudev. My name is Geeta Krishnan. I'm a professor in the Department of Civil Engineering at IIT Madras. I invite Gurudev, Sri Ravi Shankar, for joining us today. He's actually joining us amidst his very busy tour of North America. We thank you, Gurudev, for blessing us with your presence today. Gurudev, today we are joined by thousands of students from 42 institutes of national importance, including several NITs, IITs, and IIITs. I have personally benefited from your techniques and your knowledge for over 20 years, and it is so gratifying to see all these students as they enter into their college years, getting this opportunity to listen to you and get inspired. I now invite Director of NIT Uttarakhand, Professor Lalit Avasthi ji, to welcome Gurudev.
Namaskar, Pranam Gurudev ji. Greetings of the day from NIT Uttarakhand to one and all who have joined this Induction 3.0 with Gurudev ji. Today, we also celebrate National Education Day to mark the birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Shri Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad ji, the first Education Minister of Independent India. I wish you all happy National Education Day. I had an opportunity to personally meet Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar ji in November 2019 when Gurudev ji visited NIT Jalandhar family for showering his blessings to the outgoing batch. Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar ji is a humanitarian, spiritual leader and a ambassador of peace and human values. Through his life and work, Gurudev has inspired millions around the world with a vision of a stress-free, violence-free world. He has designed programs that provide techniques and tools to live a deeper, more joyous life, and has established a non-profit organization that recognizes the human identity beyond the boundaries of gender, race, nationality, and religion. Dear students, from all the institutions of national importance who are part of this Induction 3.0 with Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar ji, you all are lucky to have an opportunity to listen and to interact with Gurudev ji during starting of your professional studies at respective prestigious institution of the country. I hope new entrants will enjoy the program, and this interaction with Gurudev ji will help to shape and guide their career in years to come, as has been with my own personal experience. Guruji has a vision and mission to see a smile on every individual face. Sudarshan Kriya came into being in 1982 in Shimoga, India, with Sri Ravi Shankar ji went into 10 days period of silence. Through numerous of programs, teaching and social services projects across 156 countries, Gurudev ji has empowered and transformed the lives of millions. Recognized globally as an impactful mediator, Gurudev ji has played pivotal role in restoring peace in several conflict zones. His body of work is a testimony to his vision of a stress-free and violence-free society. Now, I take this opportunity of inviting Gurudev Ji for addressing and blessing all the new students from prestigious institutions of the country and directors of various institutions of national importance. Jai Guru.
Namaskar, Geeta Krishnan ji and Lalit Avasti ji, and all my dear students from all the IITs, NITs, and IIITs. You know, you are the cream of our society, our country. I'm so proud of you all. I'm sure there are students from other countries also studying here, and I would like to greet them all on this day of education. Now, see, education, when you are entering the higher education, it is like becoming a soldier. I would like to remind you, you have to come with the spirit of a soldierhood. You know, student life till school days are very different. But the moment you enter into the professional education, there are challenges you would face. But remember, you are in a boot camp. When you invoke the valor inside of you, nothing can stop you. So first thing I would like to say is invoke the valor in you. Know that you are a soldier. You're fighting against ignorance. You're fighting against inequality. You're fighting against all that odds that you might face in life. Okay, number one. Number two, I'd like you to have tremendous faith in your ability. You know, faith in your ability will pull you through all pitfalls in life. And do not look here and there, you know, failures would come. I mean, sometimes you feel like, oh, where I landed up. These are the normal emotions that students face around the world. You know, I'm here in Georgia Tech. Yesterday, I addressed the Georgia Tech University in Atlanta. You know, students everywhere have this question of burnout, number one. Second, face a lot of emotional turbulence. On one side, there are those who feel depressed, and then very, suicidal tendencies come up in them. On the other hand, they're so angry and aggressive. So aggression and depression, these are the two enemies that you have to fight. And I'm telling you, as students of technology, of whatever science, whatever topic you are in, you are the soldier to fight these lows of our minds. Okay. And another thing is to be creative. You know, this is a great opportunity to expand and to become creative. Great things have come out of IITs and IIMs and IIITs, not just for India, but for the whole world. If you see the technocrats in the world, are so many people from India. Even here in Georgia Tech, I saw so many professors from India who's teaching. There are 40,000 people who are studying here, but there are so many from all parts of India. So you have great opportunity. The world is ready to welcome you. And the world is your field. So never feel that, you don't have enough opportunity. Opportunity is in abundance. Now, what is it you need to do? You need to develop your personality. You cannot be just a bookworm, sitting in the classroom for some time and getting high grades and marks are not just enough. You have to be such a vibrant personality where you are liked by one and all. And that is the reason all the professors, deans, they've all introduced this program for you. Sudarshan Kriya and meditation. This induction for you is to make your personality vibrant, to prepare you to face the challenges. Third, to bring about the best in you, the creativity, the intuitive ability. These are all hidden in each and every one of us. It just needs just to open that lid. And these practices does that. So make sure you practice breathing technique and meditation every day. I always call this as mental hygiene, just like you never go out of the house, right? Without brushing the teeth. If anyone does it, others should take care of them, okay? You cannot go out without brushing your teeth. In the same way, make sure your mind is free, your mind is vibrant, your mind is full of enthusiasm. Okay? And to induce that enthusiasm to yourself, don't expect someone else to inspire you. You have to be source of inspiration. Just imagine if everyone is expecting someone else to inspire them and motivate them, will be so dependent. Here you are equipped with a technique in which you can motivate yourself and you can motivate others around you. Yeah. These are the main points that I would like to bring it to your notice. I know you're all very sharp, you're intelligent. You need to put your attention on these few points. Meditation every day for 10 minutes, 20 minutes will pump you with so much energy. Yeah. It can bring about the creativity in you. It can enhance the intuitive ability in you. So do these things, okay? And then never feel you're all alone, never feel, even if you feel like that, remember, people are out there, your professors are there, dean is there, and there are good friends in your own classroom who will always come and be by your side. Okay? So the kids who go into drugs, the students who go into drugs, alcohol and smoking, many other life-damaging habits. When they do yoga, a little bit of pranayama and mix with people and revive their vision of their own life, and one for the world, one for the society, one for the country. You just very effortlessly come out of these habits. And if you have not gotten into any of these habits, stay away from that. Please say no to drugs. This is very, very, very important. You are the cream, as I said earlier, cream of our country. And the hopes on you are a lot, not only by your parents, but the entire society, the entire country pins their hopes on our IITians and IIMs and our IIIT people. So with these few words, I can open up the floor. If you have some questions, then I will, I'll go on that.
Thank you, Gurudev, for those inspiring words. First, we'll take a few questions from a couple of directors, and then we'll have some student questions. So I now invite Professor Gopal Mugaraya from NIT Goa. He's the director of NIT Goa, to ask Gurudev a question.
Pranam Gurudev.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. I'm Dr. Gopal Mugaraya, director of NIT Goa. I've been a teacher for more than 35 years. And presently the director, I was the director of NIT Agartala also. I have one simple question as a teacher. Shastra says, Sa Vidyaya Vimuktaye. This is the meaning of the education. That means the education what we impart to the student should bring them out of the clutches of these problems. A छात्र को जीवन का झंझट से विमुक्त करना है. सा विद्याया विमुक्तये. I have doubt whether our present education does it address this issue, sir.
See, these codes of our scriptures are eternal. They apply in many ways. You know, the Vidya brings freedom. विद्या से मुक्ति मिलती है. मुक्ति बंधन जो है वो अज्ञान के वजह से होता है. If you feel you are stifled, it is because you are not very aware of what is around you and you are not aware of your own ability. When you realize your abilities, that brings freedom. So, yes. Avidya is ignorance of one's capability. But when you realize your capability, your potential, that brings so much freedom from within you. Number one. दूसरी बात है, जब तक हम ध्यान करना नहीं जानते हैं, हम सिर्फ टेक्निकल नॉलेज रखते हैं, व्यक्तित्व का विकास हमारे भीतर नहीं होता है, तब हमको घुटन महसूस होना स्वाभाविक है. इसलिए हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में ये बहुत आवश्यक है कि हमें इस बात की जानकारी भी आवश्यकता है कि हम अपने बारे में जानें. मैं कौन हूँ, ये मन क्या है, चेतना क्या है, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. अपना मन, बुद्धि, चित्त, अहंकार, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बहुत भी जानना बहुत आवश्यक है, नहीं तो हम घुटन में रहेंगे. इसलिए विद्या विमुक्त ये वो बात बिल्कुल भी फिट होता है. आत्मनिरीक्षण, आत्मविश्वास, आत्मज्ञान, ये सब आवश्यक है. और ये जो प्रोग्राम आपने लगाया, दिस इज द बेस्ट यू कुड डू टू ब्रिंग दैट सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस एंड you know, in our young people. Yeah. Namaskar.
Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you, Professor Gopal. I now invite Professor Bibhuti Bhushan Biswalji. He is the director of NIT Meghalaya, to ask a question to Gurudev.
Yeah, Gurudev Pranam.
Namaskar.
Yeah. So this is Bibhuti Biswal, director of NIT Meghalaya. And like Professor Mugria, I have more than 36 years of experience in education, met different students, a large batch of students in 3 different institutes, and find something in common, especially in NITs, IITs, IIITs, these being national level institutes. We get students from different parts of countries with different backgrounds, social background, financial background, educational background, with different family values. They come from urban areas, rural areas, and all that. And they had a different kind of education altogether before coming to these institutes. And when they come here, especially, and it's for some, why for some? It's for for a good number of students, it is difficult to adapt to this changed scenario out here. And as a result, those who can't keep pace with the change or can't adapt themselves to the changed environment, or with a different lifestyle out here, or they see somebody with them with a very different kind of personality, different kind of background and all that, they go into a sort of depression or adopt some bad habits, and as a result, they perform very miserably out here. And at this age also, they don't want to listen to people like us or people like Gurudev to adopt some good means which can help them in overcoming all these situations. So they don't understand simply that there are ways and means, good ways and means to come out of such situations. So how to help these students? How to motivate these students?
I think you have taken a very good decision. Once, we start this program, in the beginning, some people may have resistance. Some people say, hey, ye sab yoga hoga, ye sab nahi karna hai humko. We don't need to do that. But you know what happens when a few people do and they become more charming, they become more vibrant, they have become leaders, then others follow. Not everybody is a beginner. There are many followers. Not everybody is a leader to begin with. But then, so we need to have patience and not limit this program just for this 1 week, one time, but it should have a continuous support in the campus. Here in America, we are in 108 universities. And in the university, there is Sky Campus, that is Sudarshan Kriya Yoga for campus, and they have Sky clubs everywhere. So like that, if IIT and if people are there together, they do yoga, they do meditation, and time to time, they support each other. Then they can help them, the others, to stay away from the bad habits, as you said, number one. Second thing, I find it is a big opportunity for our students to mix with people from other states. In schools, you have not had this opportunity. In school, you are limiting yourself to your own state, sometimes your own district. But here in IIT, you get to know the entire country, sometimes people from other parts of the world. It's a great experience for developing one's personality. You see, what really matters is your personality, how joyful you are, how vibrant you are, how creative you are, and how uplifting your personality is. These are the things our youth should keep in mind. It's not the information that they stuff in themselves, but the joy they spread around them. Even in now, you can see those boys and girls who have a very joyful, enthusiastic, attitude and tendencies are liked by everybody. So I would like everyone to have that type of personality, that wherever they go in the future, when they grow up, they go anywhere in the world, they are welcome with both arms. And remember, this is not just a place. I'm like to tell the students once again, remember this here where you are studying is not just a place to gather information. Today, you can get all the information at the tip of your fingers. This is a great opportunity to mix with people from other parts of the world. Usually what happens in colleges, all the Telugu boys, they hang around. Malayali boys, they hang around. If there are Bengali boys, they all hang around. Now, I would like to suggest a different thing for you. If you are a Bengali, sit with the Tamil. If you are from Kerala, make friends with Punjabis. So this is how you interact. No doubt you can have your own group, people from your own state. There is natural affinity. There is nothing wrong in it. But don't limit yourself to only that. You must break your boundaries and reach out to people of other communities. And usually I say, even in schools, make one new friend every day. I don't mean boyfriend and girlfriend. That will be disaster and nobody likes you then. I would like you to make one new friend every day, greet someone and spend some time with them, get to know them. Okay, these are the things that you can do in the campus. And you know something I'd like to also mention here, I usually don't talk so long, but today I'm very inspired talking to you because you're all just entering into this new arena of education. You know, you can all make your campus the happiest campus. Yeah.
Thank you, Gurudev. And hopefully every student of us who are here today heard Gurudev properly and will be inspired by his advice. Thank you, Gurudev.
Thank you, Bibithu Shalji and Gurudev. Gurudev, now we have several students who are eager to ask you questions.
Yeah.
So I invite Professor Bharati Brindavanam from IIT Kharagpur to invite the students to ask questions.
Namaste.
Sadar Pranam Gurudev. Today we have some students who have some queries and confusions. If you permit, then I will ask them to ask their questions.
Please.
So first I would like to invite Vansh from IIIT Bhubaneswar to pose his question to Gurudev.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव
जी,
मेरा नाम वंश अग्रवाल है। मैं IIIT भुवनेश्वर में अपनी बीटेक अभी 3rd ईयर में हूँ। गुरुदेव, मुझे हमेशा से कंफ्यूजन रहा है। मैं साधना के मार्ग पे चलना चाहता हूँ और अकेले रहकर साधना के मार्ग को पूरी तरह एक्सप्लोर करना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन अकेले रहकर मैं अपने परिवार को ये फील नहीं करवाना चाहता कि मैं उनकी परवाह नहीं करता, या उनको टाइम न देकर ये फील नहीं करना चाहता कि मैं उनके लिए एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं दिखाता। तो इस सिचुएशन को मैं कैसे सॉल्व करूं?
नो, देखो, आपको अकेले कहीं जाके साधना करने की जरूरत नहीं है। पूरा लाइफ ही साधना है। सब लोगों के बीच में रहना और उनकी जो हमारी मन पसंद नापसंद की चीजों को संभालना, अपने मन को संभालना ही साधना है। इसको कहीं छोड़ के कोई भागो मत। आप अच्छे से वहां रह के मुस्कुराते रहो, चाहे जो भी आए, और परिवार के लिए भी तुम एक खुशी की पवारे बन के रहो। ठीक है ना? तो आपको इतना अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी है, अब स्टडी में रखो। रोज मैं जैसे कह रहा हूँ 20 मिनट का ध्यान है। हमने बहुत सारे यूट्यूब में और ऐप में किया है, आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग ऐप। वो ऐप डाउनलोड कर लेना, कभी भी बैठ के आपको ऐप से ध्यान करना, मेडिटेशन कर लिया। You know, you take shower only twice a day, at least or thrice a day. In Bhubaneswar, it's very hot. But you don't live in the shower, right? You take shower and you do rest of the thing. Like that, you spend some time with yourself, meditate, but then you have to spend time with everybody and attend to your daily work, okay? Wonderful.
Gurudev, we have another student from NIT Sikkim. Dibyajit wants to ask a question, so I invite Dibyajit to ask a question.
Pranam Guruji. Good evening. I hope you are doing well. I am Dibyajit Dasgupta. I am from Bangladesh. I got admitted into NIT Sikkim this year. I feel so overwhelmed and blessed to get an opportunity to talk to a spiritual person like you. So, as different as the weather of Bangladesh is from the weather of Sikkim, the culture here is as different as and versatile. Although all the teachers I have met already seems to be so kind and hospitable here. But sometimes among all the people and the students, I feel a bit inferiority complex. It feels like everyone here knows better than me. Will I able to keep up with them? Will I able to do a deserving result? Sometimes I feel so distressed thinking about this. What should I do to overcome this stress, Guruji?
Yeah, see, I want to tell you, there is nobody who can say I am the best in everything. So there will always be someone who is better than you. Okay? But that shouldn't make you feel I'm inferior. Don't compare yourself. Got it? You have your own charm. You have your own abilities. So make friends with everybody. I want to tell you, see, Say, suppose, put yourself in these shoes. Suppose you have some people who are not so good as you are in your look, in your smile and your personality. Suppose if they feel inferior just being with you, how do you like it? Do you like it? No, right?
No.
You don't want your friends to feel inferior because they can never be friends with you.
Yes.
If they're not at par with you, how can they be friends with you? If they feel, oh, I'm so inferior, he is so superior. They can never be friends with you. They cannot be free with you. Correct?
Exactly.
Similarly, if you find someone more talented than you, you befriend them, be friends to them. And if your friend is excelling in something, that you will share the joy of their success. Okay?
Yes, sir. I'll keep that in mind, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It's so lovely talking to you. I couldn't dream I would start my university life in such a beautiful way. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. And you can bring so much goodness, prosperity to Bangladesh. I wish you all
Thank
the
you,
best.
sir. Thank you, sir. Sure.
Gurudev, we have another student, Sushovan from IIT Mandi. He wants to ask his question. I invite Sushovan to ask his question.
Pranam Gurudev. I got this. Thank you for this opportunity to give me to ask this question to you. So, Gurudev, I am from IIT Mandi. So, my question is: sometimes, even after knowing what is right and what is wrong, what are the do's and don'ts, but we are compelled to do the wrong or something which we should not do. So, what can we do in that situation?
See, something you know it's wrong, but you are you feel you have to do it, right? Or you are compelled to do it. It's one thing is out of habit. Habits, you must overcome that. Whether it is smoking, drinking, or masturbation or something like that, where you know it's not helping you, you want to do it, but then out of habit you go. These things you should remember. When you keep yourself more busy, you can get out of the habit easily, number one. Second is, when you reel with the guilt of it in the mind, then you feel even more down. Okay? What you call a bad habit, that promises you joy but doesn't deliver you. Right?
Yes.
It gives you a false promise of, oh, I'm going to be blissful, happy, but it doesn't really deliver. Afterwards, you feel low. So, with experience, you will you'll just get over that. Yeah.
Yes, Gurudev. Thank you, Gurudev.
Okay.
Gurudev, we have another student from IIT Kanpur. Shyam wants to ask his question. So I request Shyam to ask his question.
Sure.
Pranam Gurudev.
Shyam.
Thank you for this opportunity. So as I did some internships and as I see the corporate world and the business world, it becomes more evident that to progress, sometimes we have to use deception. So how do I integrate this into my life and my actions so that my actions do not deviate from dharma?
Yes. You know, for the larger good of society, you need to use skills. You should use skills. You know, you can't be a Satya Harishchandra, but you have to follow the footsteps of Lord Krishna. You know, Lord Krishna has given many skillful things to win something. If Lord Krishna has not used his skill, he couldn't, the Pandavas could have never won the Mahabharata war, right? So,
sure,
his skill is necessary. Of course, you need dharma that gives you inner strength, but then yukti is also essential. Okay, Shakti and Yukti. Keep these two things with you. If you say simply, I'm only righteous and really feel very, very much stuck with your righteousness, it's difficult to become successful. But if you have good skills, and how much the skill should be? Like salt in food. Remember this one example. If the salt is too much in the food, बहुत चालूगिरी करते हैं तो सक्सेसफुल नहीं होते कभी. मगर ऐसे ही बेवकूफ बने रहेंगे, हम बहुत अच्छे हैं जी मगर हमको ऐसा हो रहा है, माने हम कहते बेवकूफीपन भी नहीं होनी चाहिए, चालूगिरी भी नहीं होनी चाहिए. तो जैसे भोजन में नमक होता है ना, बिल्कुल नमक नहीं तो खा नहीं पाओगे, ज्यादा नमक हो जाए तो भी नहीं खा पाओगे. ऐसे एक लिमिट पर युक्ति जीवन में आवश्यक है.
थैंक यू गुरुदेव, थैंक यू.
इसीलिए कहा कर्मसु कौशलम, काम में कुशलता लाने वाली चीज ही योग है. हाँ बताइए.
Gurudev, we have another student, Nikita from IIT Delhi, wants to ask her question. So I request Nikita to ask her question.
Yes,
Namaste Gurudev. I am Nikita and I'm doing PhD at IIT Delhi. And my question is, we college students are always in search of a partner, but in the process we get hurt a lot. So how should we know which person is right for us? Or should we stop searching?
Wow. Well, I wouldn't say you stop searching, but I would like you to be a little more intuitive. Don't get carried emotionally, but listen to your own intuition. And for the intuition, you need to keep clarity in mind. And for clarity, you need to meditate. If you meditate, you will find the right person and your judgment has to be right there. Several things that you look. One is the physical attraction. Second is their mental charm of a person. Third is their intellectual abilities. Some people may not physically so good, but they're very good in their personality or they're very charming. And beyond this, something like chemistry that just clicks for you. You find someone, though others may see that this person is no match for you, but you find the person is very, very fit for you. But now, even if you find the right person, there is no guarantee that you will not get hurt.
Yes.
If you are vulnerable, if you don't accept them the way they are, then you get hurt. See? So you must now focus on your studies more. And once you finish that, then you keep in your mind, keep the choice and keep observing whom you want to spend your life with. And then things will click, I tell you.
Sure, Gurudev. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you.
Lovely.
Gurudev, we have a last question from the student side. So Gadir Nofal from IIT Guwahati wants to ask a question. I request Gadir Nofal to ask a question.
Namaskar, Gurudev.
Namaskar.
I am Gadir Nofal. I am a PhD student at IIT Guwahati and I am from Syria, or Surya, as it is called according to the Syriac old civilization. Guruji, you have a fascinating influence on different types of conflicts and wars in many parts of the world. And you know, the scars and traumas that the war leaves on people on different levels, especially the youth. A strong wave of depression and many suicidal cases and various attempts to leave the country in the risky death pool are rising amongst the youth in Syria and many other countries. How can the sun, how can Surya rise up again in their hearts? And what is your vision for Syria, dear Guruji?
I'm glad you brought this up, and let me tell you, I wish all the best for people of Syria, and our volunteers are working with the Syrian refugees all along the Jordan and other borders of Syria. We have adopted nearly 30,000 kids who were so scared even to go to school because they think there'll be bombs everywhere. But when they did the Kriya, Sudarshan Kriya and our programs, these meditation programs, you know, they got back their life. There is a small video clipping about their experiences. Maybe you can find in the internet. You can go into the website, find out. Or one of the, our teachers will guide you to that, where they have, in just 3 days' time, people are able to get over the trauma of war and able to get back on track. And I feel this is needed. Though there are so many organizations who give them food, clothing, shelter, but nobody could give them the inner peace, the mental peace, and help them to get over the fear and depression of trauma, which fortunately we had this opportunity to help them out and do these programs. So this Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama meditation has immense impact on the kids there, on the youth. And we are all with you. And I'm so glad that you could come to India and study. And when you go back, you can bring more light and love to people of Syria.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, Gurudev, for answering those questions from our students. Gurudev, we have several students sitting in different NITs, IITs across the country. So I would like to just spotlight a few of them, and they all seek your blessings. So okay. NIT Patna. So
NIT
people from
Patna.
NIT. You can.
Hello, yes. Everybody. You can wave. I am not seeing people. You are all waving. NIT Patna.
NIT Srinagar.
Hi, Srinagar. Wow.
NIT Hamirpur. NIT Sikkim.
NIT Hamirpur. Wow.
NIT Arunachal Pradesh. IIIT Bhagalpur.
Hi.
IIIT Manipur. IIT Madras. IIT Kanpur. NIT Bhopal. NIT Patna. NIT Uttarakhand.
Hi.
And several more, Gurudev. Gurudev, thank you so much for spending time with us today evening. Morning
One last thing I would like to tell you all students. See, if you come across any student who has a long face, who is not smiling, who is not enthusiastic, just don't pass by them. Stay with them, just talk to them for 5 minutes at least, or 2 minutes even. You find out, there are many youths. If you can talk to them, if you can just connect with them, you can save them from depression and suicidal tendencies. So my appeal to all the students is never pass by anyone whom you see has a long drooping face or miserable. Just talk to them for 5 minutes. You in that very exchange or interaction with you, you'll find you're saving a life. Okay? And then tell them if they have any more problems, direct them to Art of Living teachers and they can get them back on track like that. Okay? All the best.
Thank you, Gurudev. I request Dr. Rakesh Segal, Director NIT Srinagar, to give the vote of thanks.
Yeah, Namaskar, Gurudev, Shri Ravi Shankar ji. directors of various institutions, deans, professors, Upadhyay, and dear students from 43 CFTIs. It is a great day for all of us able to listen to Gurudev ji telling us how should we motivate ourselves, not only live a healthy and purposeful life ourselves, but also help others in the society. I express my heartfelt gratitude to Gurudev ji for giving his valuable thousands of students who are entering into the second important phase of his higher education. His words will help the students to take right decisions in their life. Like to express my thanks to Shri Varun Upadhyay ji for arranging this with the students and faculty members. Last but not the least, I also acknowledge participation of the students for their benefit. Thank you all once again.
Thank you so much. We'll now have a guided meditation by Gurudev. And I also acknowledge NIT Patna, who I had missed out earlier. Thank you so much, Gurudev. We'll now have a meditation by you. Thank you so much. There'll be a recorded meditation. Please stay on while the meditation gets started.
Let's sit now. Sit our spine erect, shoulders relaxed. Your back well rested would be better. Even otherwise it's okay. So far you are comfortable. Make yourself a little more comfortable. First we will begin with our gaze fixed on the floor at 30 degrees. 30 degree means about a foot in front of you. Your gaze is fixed at 30 degrees right in front of you. If you look straight, that is 90 degrees. Now you have to look at 30 degrees, 1/3 of just looking straight. Okay, so you are not looking at me or the laptop. Your gaze is at 30 degrees, eyes are open. You are becoming aware of your whole body. And your breath. Now let us become aware of our environment. Our atmosphere. Our gaze is fixed, but mentally we are aware of the space all around us and the air in there, the atmosphere therein. And now let's attend to our whole body. Our body has trillions and trillions of cells pulsating with energy. Keep your eyes open and just listen to the instruction lightly without too much concentration on them. We are this moment aware of both our environment and our body. And spontaneously your attention now will go to the breath. It's already gone there, see? Your breathing is happening in certain rhythm. Let it happen. There is a natural rhythm to the breath. We are keeping our gaze fixed and our body still. Just these two things we are doing right now. Our gaze is fixed and our body is still. And we are aware of our breath. As you pay attention to your breath, you may also simultaneously notice the stress, tension, worries, all those stuff can just surface at this moment. Just let it be. We are not in a hurry to get rid of stress. If it is there, just let it be. Just for 3 minutes more, we keep our body still and keep our gaze fixed as well. Now we may gently close our eyes. Let's keep a big smile on our face. And notice the waves of breath which are rocking the body. Like the waves that crash on the shore, our breath is rising up and falling back. Unceasing waves of breathing. Gentle attention without any concentration. Let us become aware of our mind now. Our body is like the wick of a candle. The mind is the glow all around it. Now let us shift our attention to the walls of the room we are in. Keeping your eyes closed, just become aware of the walls and the space between your body and the wall. Now, whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them come. Embrace all the thoughts, good thoughts, bad thoughts, everything. Any sensation in the body, just let it be. Let's take a deep breath in with a big smile now. And slowly breathe out with a bigger smile. As we smile, all the muscles in our face and the cells in the brain, they relax. Let us become aware of the space above our head up to the ceiling of the room we are in. Just become aware of the empty space up to the ceiling. Let's place our attention, our mind there. As we breathe in, let us take our attention to the ceiling. And as we breathe out, let us bring our attention to the floor we are sitting on. Let's do this just few times. Breathe in. Take your attention to the ceiling. And when you breathe out, the same breath comes down like showers all the way to the floor. Now let go of all your efforts. This moment there is nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just let us relax more and more. Let go of all your efforts and totally relax. Om. Shanti. 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 You are peace. You are light. And slowly and gradually become aware of your body and surroundings. And with a big smile, you may take a deep breath in. And breathe out slowly with a smile. And slowly and gradually you may open your eyes.
That was fantastic, wasn't it? Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you to all the directors, professors. Thank you to all the students for joining in. Hope you had a wonderful evening. We'll again meet you all soon.